Greetings, everybody, from the Dank Basement. I am Paul Shelby, or sometimes known as your wicked Uncle Squinty. Thank you for visiting the Dank Basement. I've got exciting news. That's why I was giggling like a fool. I've got exciting news, and this is the real deal, straight from the horse's mouth. I said the horse's mouth, not the whore's mouth. That's a different mouth with a different purpose. But we're not going to talk about that. No, what we are talking about is O.S.P. Snuff. And I just talked to Chris. This is the latest news. This is all verified. I have his permission to bring this to you today, this Monday, April 1st, 2025. And this is not, I repeat, not an April Fool's joke. I hope Chris was not playing one on me, but I don't think he was. I think what we've got here is some solid information. You're going to want to stay tuned. As always, these videos are not intended for viewing by persons under the legal age to consume tobacco in the area of the world where they live. If you cannot legally purchase, consume, use tobacco and/or cannabis where you live, please find another channel to watch. There are a couple of them here on YouTube. I'm sure you can find something. But these videos are also sponsored by you, because your participation is my compensation. I love your comments. I love it when you smash that like button, when you hit that notification bell icon so you get notified. If you're a subscriber, you get notified of my new content. And that's what you need to do. Participate. That will be great. And my videos will be less and less late, give you less to hate, and will be a good substitute for a hot date on a plate if you masturbate on an orange crate. Never mind. All right, so let me talk about the O.S.P. Okay, now in my video from Saturday night, the Holding Pattern Lamentations episodio of Pinch Which is Squinty, which I just uploaded on March 29th, 2025, I said that Chris was negotiating with Toke Snuff to try to legally package and market his snuff, which is handcrafted small batch nasal snuff made in northern Illinois. This is not to be confused with other so-called snuff producers that put their name on a snuff which is actually manufactured by 6 Photo in India and then just slapped with a different label and sold by one of the YouTube snuff creators here. By the way, they're all pretty good, the ones I've tried, but they're definitely Indian snuffs. The gentleman does not lay his hands on raw leaf or anything to make the snuff in his house. That's quite a bit different than what the true artisans have done, such as Chef Daniel Richard of Old Mill Snuff, Nigel of Abraxas, Rene Rosinski Snuffs, and so on, and certainly O.S.P. So here's how it's going to work. Chris has subsequently reached an agreement with MrSnuff.com. Roderick has given Chris his blessing. That's fine, very amiable about it. Toke will not be doing the packaging and vending of the snuff. Mr. Snuff will. But the difference is, of course, between other private label snuffs that Mr. Snuff sells and this one is, this is definitely handmade in the USA, small batch artisan snuff. That's not saying anything bad about Simply Snuff's snuffs. They're fine. But they are not made here. They are made by an Indian snuff factory, I believe 6 Photo, and then simply labeled with his brand name and name of the snuff. That's quite different than what Chris is doing. But the good news hidden in all of this is that he may be, we may all be, at the very early dawn of a new snuff renaissance, particularly in the world of artisan snuffs. Stick around with me for a minute and I'll explain why. It goes very far beyond Chris making snuff in small batches in northern Illinois, sending them to the Isle of Man so that they can be packaged and labeled and then sold legally by Mr. Snuff. It goes way further than that. because there is another bright light among us. In fact, we're subscribers to each other's channels. He has great snuff and other tobacco related hobby stuff, quite a bit of philosophy. The guy is humorous, he's laid back, and he's fantastic. I want to hang with this dude and burn one. I really do. Because I think we would have a great conversation. His name is Jeremy. You know him as the Angry Buddha official. Angry Buddha is starting his own snuff website. I understand it will be dedicated to the rare and artisanal snuffs. I think it's going to be fantastic. And oddly enough, that website should come online within a week or so of the official release of O.S.P. Batch 0 and a second batch created by Chris at O.S.P. Snuffs. So we'll have two of them to try right away by about mid-May. Maybe pushed as far as Memorial Day weekend, the last weekend in May, but hopefully sooner. And that's when Angry Buddha Official should also have his website up and running. We're at the start of something great here, guys. So to settle any misinformation, I just heard this not a half an hour ago from Chris, the owner and proprietor and snuff creator at O.S.P. Snuffs. I got the whole story straight from the guy's mouth. And it is this: no longer will it be Toke, now it will be Mr. Snuff doing his packaging. The snuff will still be created in Northern Illinois by Chris himself in small batches, unlike some other private label vendors on Mr. Snuff who use Indian snuff mills to make their snuffs. So that is a big difference. Like I said, middle of May, maybe towards the end of May, that should be available, as should be the Angry Buddha Official's new snuff-related website. I thought I was passionate about nasal snuff, and then I talked to somebody like Chris or like Jeremy and go, oh, these guys are really, really, really into it. I'm just an idiot who likes to talk on the camera, hopefully make you laugh and give me something to fill up my otherwise fairly boring days. But these guys are fanatics, and they know what they're talking about. Please don't listen to a word I say. I know nothing. I'm just a guy. You know, I happen to like snuff. I've got a good nose, and I express myself well. But there are certainly people out here who have way more expertise than I do. That's expertise. I know. If you haven't watched him yet, Angry Buddha Official is a great place to go. Check out Jeremy's webpage when he gets it up and running. Check out his YouTube channel, which has been running right now and for the last several years. And check him out, because you'll be entertained, informed, and you'll be happy you spent the time. There, Jeremy, I'm done plugging your damn YouTube channel for you. Now you got to plug mine. Even though I hardly ever upload videos, but I'm trying to get better. I haven't really had a lot to talk about. I was heartbroken when Chris had to go out of business because of U.S. government action. Apparently, he didn't have the right expensive licenses and so on to be selling directly to the public. So he had to quit. We've lost Old Mill, as I said, rest in peace, Daniel Richard. All in all, you know, the snuff market and then the European Union regs, then COVID, we've had all kinds of pressures against the snuff taking hobby, snuff making hobby. And so I think things are turning around, and that makes me feel very happy. In fact, it makes me so happy I think I've got to do a pinch of something here. Samuel Gawith, Black Rapé. Black Rapé, hi. Greatest spontaneous song I've ever written, the Black Rapé song. But the problem was I did it on a video about Toke Artisan's Dark Rapé, not Black Rapé. So I screwed it up from the get. Still a good song, though. Yeah. Check it out if you haven't seen it, Black Rapé, and my little attempt to sing some real definite blind-eyed soul. You've heard of blue-eyed soul. This is blind-eyed soul. Blind-eyed soul. You got Stevie. You got Ray. You got Ronnie Millsap. You got me. Blind-eyed soul. All right. That's about all I've got for you. I'm going to keep this short. Get on out of here. Don't forget to check out the Angry Buddha Official's YouTube channel. You will be entertained, intrigued, and engaged. And be sure to have yourself a wonderful week. The proceeding has not been an April Fool's joke. I'm speaking straight from my knowledge and my heart. I hope you have a wonderful week, however you spend it. You take care.